Thank you, God, for the day of life. What? Well, I just cut my finger. It is crazy the amount of times we get asked when we're going to have a second baby.
Play your favorite movie, laying right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. That corner coffee shop we like to go. Late night walks with you to take me home. With you I never feel alone.
These little songs make me glad to call you mine. And you have got my head
Just walking around with some lettuce. Go. Step up.
All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. The simple joy of hearing your voice every morning. I wake to a kiss on my face, so I don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything.
Walking to the market, strolling hand in hand, exchanging letters in your career. Don't need any record, don't move out together. We always have fun throughout the day. I do anything to get your attention. When you say you love me, I seem to ascend to the heavens above, where we fall in love. I don't know what I would do without you, because all I need is you.
Make me fly
To the clouds.
All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. The simple joy of hearing your voice every morning. I wake to a kiss on my face, so I don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything. Can't imagine living life alone.
If we were to go our separate ways,
'Cause with you I feel like
who knows how far we go?
Don't you know that all that I need is your body next to me on rainy days? Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything.
Eveluna just woke up, guys, and so I wanted to film a day in the life. Days are always different when it comes to timings when things happen, but this is kind of typically what does happen. Right now it's currently 2 p.m. Eveluna woke up maybe like 10 minutes ago. And can you say hello, kiss? Can you say hello, kiss? Hi. Right now it's currently 2, and I'm about to cook some lunch for us. Lunch just depends, really. Sometimes we don't eat till 3. It's so bad, but you know, just get caught up in work, and it's a lot, you know, just getting caught up in work, and you want to keep working, get things done. But my husband and I were trying to work better at having a cutoff time so we can have lunch and take our hour lunch, you know, clocking out at a certain time, because slowly it's just kind of eating us alive. That it always feels like, you know, we're working. We need to just switch off work mode just for, you know, the sake of our mind and like health. It's needed. But anyway, so I'm just taking a quick break. I'm going to cook his lunch. You see yourself on your camera? I'm gonna cook us some lunch to This is a niña bonitis. Bonitis. Yeah, so I'm gonna get some lunch cooking. I'm gonna see if she lets me put her down to play. She sees the camera and that's all she wants to be touching, so we'll see how it goes. It's bringing a toy. What? You want to give a toy? This is all she wants to be doing. Hey. Okay, so I put Miss Rachel hoping that she will stay. But I gotta cut some stuff up. So the chicken is all washed. Just 2 chicken breasts, and literally all I do is just make thinner slices. You're fine. You're fine. Anyway, so I wanted to go ahead and prep lunch and also talk to you guys a little bit, kind of give an update of life and what 2023 is looking like. When it comes to my social media and, you know, being on YouTube and whatnot, I definitely want to keep sharing parts of my life, no doubt. I like sharing, you know, part of my life. I don't share everything, but there are certain things that I'm definitely, you know, I love sharing with you guys. And, you know, certain milestones I'm okay with sharing, not all, but I don't know, you know, I like sharing, you know, my life with you guys. And also just kind of having a space here where I can perhaps, you know, help other women, you know, that have gone through a thing. I know, you know, for example, when I got pregnant, throughout my whole pregnancy and preparing for Eva Luna to come, I watched so many. You're fine. You're fine. I literally watched so many YouTube videos, and they helped me so much. You know, moms sharing their experience with breastfeeding and all that stuff. And I love being able to help other moms like that. Also spiritually, I love, you know, obviously sharing the gospel, sharing about Christ. And it's, you know, social media is such a huge tool to use for all that, you know. And so I'm definitely for it. I'm definitely ready to see what the Lord has in store when it comes, you know, when it comes to my presence online and how I can be of a big impact to somebody who comes across my videos and whatnot. Getting all dirty here. But yeah, 100%, you know, seeing how I can use this as a tool as well and how God can use me, you know. So I'm definitely excited. I always want to promise and, you know, post more and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it really just comes down to my availability, you know, being a mama and having, oh my gosh, look at me, I look crazy, and having our business. It is just hard to juggle everything. And honestly, like, I'm still finding a rhythm for all this, you know. I'm still finding my rhythm to be, you know, present in all the areas in my life at the moment, you know, being a mom, a wife, like being a wife and having the business and working, and then also like being present on my social media. If I could post more often, I without a doubt would, it's just hard finding the time and just juggling everything, you know. But I definitely want to try my hardest to really, you know, be present in all the areas of my life and juggle everything. And I know I can do it. It's just about finding a rhythm. And then also, you know, having grace with myself, that it's okay if one day, like, I don't, you know. I mean, I'm juggling with so many other stuff. So, and then also so many great things are happening, you know, my spiritual life and with our church, my church and whatnot. So there's just so many things cooking, great things that is now requiring my attention in other areas. So just learning how to juggle everything is what I'm trying to do, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm super excited for what's to come. And yeah, just learning how to juggle everything. I'm gonna put this aside, and I am going to be doing baked potatoes and grilled corn. I'm gonna throw a whipped lemon in here. Just have these bad boys already pre-cut, ready, peeled. Okay, and then all we gotta do is I just grab a little bit of olive oil. Add a little bit of chili powder, a little bit just to give it flavor and then also that color. Then just a little bit of salt, the tiniest bit. It's already sweet, but just to give it that little something. And then also a little bit of black pepper. And then they can go on the skillet. I'm also going to prepare some potatoes. These have already been washed. I just kind of cut them in little squared pieces. Oh. Well, I just cut my finger. Ouchies. The show must go on. So then what I do is just put them on this sheet pan. And to this I'm just going to be adding a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of chili powder, and a little bit of salt. Mix them up. And then throw it in the oven at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. And then the last thing I'm going to cut up are some tomatoes. We just need to eat them up. So, let's talk babies, you guys. It is crazy the amount of times we get asked when we're going to have a second baby. I've been asked, am I pregnant? All these crazy things. And honestly, this is where I stand when it comes to having a second baby. I would definitely love for my family to grow, but honestly, let me be clear about one thing. If I were to, find out I'm pregnant very soon, I would accept it. It's not like I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want a second kid. I want my family to grow. I mean, if I were to get pregnant, like, I would be fine with it. I'd be happy, I'd be content. Like, I know I'm in a good space, like, mentally, I'm in a good space financially to be able to have a second baby. I'm in a good space, like, in my marriage, you know, to bring another baby into this marriage, into this home. Like, you know, obviously all those things are huge factors to look at. And I also do understand that God has a plan for my life, you know, and He's already destined. He already has my generation already thought of, you know. It's not anything like, oh, I'm gonna see if I give Carolyn a baby and you know, no, like, I know it's all part of God's plan, and everything will happen at His timing. And rather, that's in the timing that I would wish. That's what we don't know, you know. We don't know God's timing. And if that's in the timing that I want or not, like, it's all up to Him, you know. And I'm okay with whatever God decides to do. I'm obedient to. And, you know, God is so good that He aligns our desires with what His will is for our lives. And I feel like whenever a second baby comes, like, it's going to be God's timing. Like, my husband and I, we're going to be in alignment and be like, yeah, we're ready for a second baby. And I want my daughter to have a sibling, whether it's a boy, girl. Like, I want her to have a sibling, you know, siblings. So she has, you know, close people that she can grow up with. I mean, her siblings. I have a big family. I love having a big family. I love having a lot of siblings. You just never feel alone, and there's always someone that you can talk to, that you can trust at that level. And I want to give that to Eveluna. I want to give that to future babies if the Lord allows for that to happen. But we're definitely not in a rush. I think we would like to start trying our ideal time, right? It's just me talking. I don't know what God's gonna allow to happen or what His will is. Just in my, if you were to ask me, Carolyn, when would you like a second baby? For me, it's start trying when Eveluna is at least 2 years old. I don't want the babies to be too far apart, but the ideal would be to start trying when she's at least 2 years old. That's kind of the timeline that we want. And I've talked about this with my husband, obviously, and that's kind of his timeline too. But if I get pregnant before, if I get pregnant until she's 3, 4, 5, we don't know what's going to happen. But I do know God's timing is perfect for everything. And just like He aligned everything when it came to having Eveluna, like, I know He will too as well. I would like more space of a house, like an extra room when baby comes. If I were to have a second baby right now, and we would be in this home, we would have to make one of the offices baby's room, maybe move the office downstairs to the guest bedroom. So there would be some adjusting and kind of trying to all fit in here. I would like a bigger house just for space wise when it comes to the kids. I'm talking kids if I already have like more than one. But Eveluna's play area, it's great for her right now, but as she's growing, you know, giving her different toys. Toys are obviously for like older babies and all that. We just need more space, and I like having it here in the living room because I can see her, but I guess just it all depends at the end of the day. But I mean, I'm definitely open to have a second baby. It's just about, you know, obviously all has to do with the timing. I personally would like to wait a little bit more, just that, you know, so Eveluna can become a little bit more independent. You know, get things a little bit more established in the company where my presence isn't needed as much, that we can hire somebody to take my position, and that would free up my time so much, and I can be present more for Eveluna. I can be present more if another baby were to be here. So yeah, that's when it comes to having another baby. Lunch is going to be ready in 8 minutes. Okay, babe. Bye. Alright guys, so this is what we're having for lunch. It's baked potatoes, chicken, veggies, and then grilled corn with tomatoes. And here you go. My husband never wants to be in the camera. Anyways, this is where we're going to close out today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys next time. And remember, God is good all the time. Bye!
With you, I never feel alone.
These little songs make me glad to call you mine. And